Got that sheep, got those sheep. Rice Tycoon, Meter Remodeler 2080. Jeez. And I think we have the third heart in simulation now. I think. It's a bit rough to say. We've got... I think, Krug, you don't need to worry about... at least art. I don't think you need to do that. You can be a secondary programmer though. Stack with secondary design is fine. You're ready for education too. We'll put you in for education for 3D. So we'll have a 3D designer. Nice. Pops. Actually ready for education for what their job is. Fantastic. We'll give you 3D programming. And 3D programming. Azuranos for programming. One available, 3 left. That's for artists though. Programming. 5 available, 14 left. That's a bit better. That's more like it. Be in education for half a year, dude. It's nuts. Let's cap off the audio. Boom. And then network, we had already a couple people, I think, but let's do... Oops, that was system. 3-star network, and then I guess 2-star system. I didn't know it reset all the time. And then Krug, educate for design. 1 available. Only 2 left. Have a bit of 3D then. Okay, and that's it. Not a lot of education going on. Sort of the downside of having these, like... I think I've only ever hired high-wage people, so... we haven't had a whole lot of room to grow with anybody. But if we hired low education and, like, medium-skilled people who are a lot younger, they'll be a lot better about learning stuff, and we can specialize them and mold them ourselves. Not a terrible thing. Okay. Well, I think with that, we are ready for sort of a big office remodel. We give you guys another floor, so we have like a support floor and a marketing floor with the different rooms, and we can get all that sorted. Give you guys also individual offices and like team rooms. The canteen, definitely, because you're going to be a bigger team than these guys are. It's interesting that I gave them 4 bathrooms, but you still just have the 2 like really nice ones. They've got 4 smaller ones, but there's a lot less people working there. I don't know, man. I'm not sure what my plan was exactly. But, yeah, we'll, the update's good to go. Give it another day, see how we're doing. 3,800 users. 5,700. Okay, it's getting there. We strapped like 50,000 bucks advertising it. Like, our marketing budget for Media Remodeler is disgusting. Couple updates though, and got that sheep finally dropped beneath 10,000 active users. Took it long enough. When it gets beneath 1,000, I'll probably just cancel it then, and we can move on with life and clear out some of the some of that on the right side. Oh gosh. All right. How are we doing this? Well, this building looked kind of okay at night. During the day. Ooh-wee, it really gets kindergarten vibes, like, in an extremely strong way, so I'm just gonna go ahead and embrace it. I've given them, not the 3rd floor that I originally wanted to. Originally I was gonna, like, duplicate this floor, and then the 3rd floor was gonna be their old eating floor. However, I don't really need that many people here right now, so it's just this. It's just the 2nd floor. A significantly cooler, calmer 2nd floor for adults and not children, though they still do have their own little play/eating area over here with yummy sippy drink vending machines and, oh yeah. The painting's nice and low so the kids can see them, and the side of their side of the cubicle is nice and colored, and then the adults get like the boring water and brown and gray. We have here, if I enable room labels, the canteen for support +3. That being the marketing day, marketing night, support, and accounting. Support. In here, you can probably imagine which support staff member had won the argument with how things should be decorated. No plants, no bookcases. Gosh, I wish that didn't have to be white, but it is what it is. It's hidden underneath the desk, so we don't really have to look at it too much. That's my logic. And then the accountants. It's a small-ish area, but like I tried to do something a bit different with the tables. I don't know. It kind of works out. It's a little bit cozy. They're like wicked good friends though, so I'm not sure if the cubicle wall is a great idea. But with a proper canteen and stuff, like the water being over there, I think that's okay. They also have their own water down here too, which I think I'm probably okay with that. I'm probably okay with that. I think for the most part, everybody's going to be going down to get that water anyway, so it's kind of whatever. The marketers day and night use this room, and everybody else's uses all of that stuff. So that is a bit cleaner. The teams are all separate, own rooms, everything. It's all seeming fine. Then, I've changed the main building a bit. On the ground floor, not a whole lot, but we have blown out the back. I extended the hallway like I originally wanted to. Keep the music going if we can a little bit, please. I was originally going to have this just like continue going, but I kind of decided against it. And we're not really too sure what I'm doing with it. We did get the stairs in there. The stairs aren't as far back as I thought I would put them. So like, again, it's just one of those things where it's like I end up doing things a bit differently than I kind of sort of envisioned, but that's just how it goes. It usually turns out okay in the end, so I'm not too bothered by it. But the cafeteria. So the kitchen staff, the food is generated inside the fridge and then they cook it on the stove. And then they bring it out onto the serving table. You can also get serving plates, serving trays that you just put on a normal table. Also works, but the sort of buffet looking table holds a bit more than a plate. This holds 11. The table holds 21. So it kind of works out a bit better this way. These plates are really difficult to decorate around because, God, they're massive. So that's that. Couple vending machines too. Just, I don't know. Maybe you want to get a cola or something instead. Maybe you're not so hungry. I don't know. Who am I to say? It houses enough people for the time being, but eventually, I'm not sure. Eventually I might atrium it and get like a second story going that's like halfway across and like more seating is up there for some of the people upstairs. Oh yeah, I changed the rug. It looks like a D-pad, right? It's just the sort of cross-looking one with the star, but I've changed the colors. It's just like a star with an X through it, but like it looks a bit like a D-pad. Kind of fitting for a game company. Upstairs then. This has changed fairly significantly. This back hallway was never here before. This used to be like the old chill hangout spot by the stairs. It's now in its own hallway with a coffee machine. It's kind of just around the corner a little bit because it's quite loud. A team leader when we get one eventually someday, because I like to hold meetings inside the new meeting room that we have positioned. Houses enough people. That's it. That's all it really needs to be. As long as you put the room label up for meeting, it'll be fine. You get a team leader, somebody who can actually hold meetings and assign them as the leader of a team. And then it'll just happen. They'll hold the meetings. It's fine. What I'm not too sure on is how I can really like, if I'm gonna do like artists and they're their own team, I need to have their own team leader for that, because I'm not sure if you can have one team leader being the leader for multiple teams. They're only able to be the leader for the one team and hold the meetings for said team. So like, I don't know. We'll have to futz around with it and see. We got the designers. Just a few designers. It's a little bit crammed in there in like a closet type thing, but like we really just need a couple designers. Unless I'm doing research, you really don't need that many designers. And if you are doing the research, then yeah, you need like 10, 20, 30, 40, maybe even 50 designers, depending on how much you're wanting to do. And then you got to get a bunch of lawyers so you can draft up the patents, and it's a bit of an ache. So I'm not bothering with that. So we're keeping just the 3 designers, keeping in mind that this isn't counting the 2 lead designers that we have, whose offices are just down the hallway. Aha! Sort of up above in this alcove area. Krug and Butters. Butters, of course, as promised, your most profitable award. Not that it really does much in this room, but man, that's not the point of it. Ah, Butters is there too. Nice, excellent. Some people are just like standing in odd spaces because like I haven't been able to like resume it since I started building, so you just like build through them. But an office very similar to Krug's. Similar, but not the duplicate. I'd like to have like a little bit of varying personality and stuff. We do both have wicked espresso machines, which thankfully, because one, these things are super incredibly loud. Like they are stupidly, these things are vacuum cleaners, man. It is ridiculous. Thankfully, I can assign them. This one is Krug's, for Krug's computer, inside Krug's office. Well, not Krug's office. Technically, it's just a core office, but nobody else has a reason to be in that room, so it should still work out just fine. So when Krug's not at the computer, he's maybe using his espresso machine, and if he's using the espresso machine, he's not at his computer, so it's fine, and the audio doesn't come through. But yeah, I'm quite happy for that. I think that's generally it. We'll see how the assignment goes for computers, because I don't remember. Yeah, some of the stuff is assigned to people. Like that's not assigned. That's also a vanilla colored computer. Ugh, gross. We can pretend it's one that the accountants had. That's okay, because the accountants also have fairly vanilla computer. They're a bit more of a silvery sheen, though, these. Somewhat. I wanted them to have like a bit more of a classy and sophisticated type look because they share the same building with literal children, so. I don't know. It's just like without the lighting, like at nighttime. I found the day-night thing, by the way. It's a little bit hidden down there. Like at nighttime, it looks like a cool streamer room, but during the day, it's just like, oh god. They're just kids, and they're slapping away at the computers and everything too, like children. And man, like you can't blame me. I'm not wrong here. I'm not wrong, and they got the energy stuff to just keep people hyped and excited about games and products, and it works out. It's not child labor. They're childlike minded, but like, come on, it's not the same, right? Surely. Other assigned computers, obviously, Krug, Butters, nothing down there. Oh, right, there's a whole nother floor to check out. Because you might be wondering, where's everybody else work? Up these other stairs. Nice little programmer lobby, which looks a little bit like a, I don't know, like a kind of a normal-ish office-looking type thing. Turned out very, very normal. Unassigned furniture. Only programmers are allowed to work in there. Anybody can use these bathrooms, though. These bathrooms are not great. They're just medium. They're only 64% environment, but like, man, I really didn't have the room, and it doesn't have to be anything wild. And unless I'm getting like a big shower hallway going on, man, it just is what it is. All right, it is what it is. And then the artists have their own little room back here, which I will also unassign. I used to have the artists sharing with the designers, but I wasn't able to tell a room to be specifically designers and artists. There's no way to do that. You can have multiple teams per room, but you can't have multiple roles per room. Technically, in the case of designers and artists, it wouldn't be a bad thing because you can have the tablet, which works obviously for artists, but also for designers, and it works for designers about as well as the inbox does. So you give everybody a tablet and there you go. It doesn't really matter who's on which computer anymore, but it still bothered me enough that I wanted to swap it. And then that gave me enough room to squeeze in a leader office so we can do the team meetings one day and see how that goes and see if that's worth doing. Because I'm not too sure if we can get like 300% effectiveness out of some people. That'd be great. Nothing up any higher. So, that seems fine. I'm actually going to get rid of your water because you can just use their water. And I had a coffee here, but I got rid of it. It used to be an espresso machine. Espresso was so loud. Let me just show you because I can't get over how loud this is. Just bring up the noise overlay. Bam, espresso in. Suddenly it's even loud over here. through a couple walls. And I tried sound paneling here. That didn't help. Man, this is ridiculous. It's crazy how loud espresso is. Just do not. They have to go... Yeah, just down this flight of stairs for some coffee, though. That ain't too bad. And they've just got to go up those stairs for bathrooms or downstairs for bathrooms. I think it'll be okay. I think it's fine. I think I got the room labelings all set and good and fine and cool. I need to hire a cook to actually make the canteen functional. I need to take a look at some teams as well, actually, because I was thinking... I've got enough desks here. We don't really need the nighttime core team anymore. We could just have everybody just the one core team again, because truthfully, I don't want to be doing 24/7 programming and design and stuff like that. I'm not ready to go down that route yet. Eventually, maybe, sure, but not right now. I like it being smaller teams. I like having recognizable faces. I'm not quite ready just to be like, HR, I want 100 programmers of at least this skill, go. And we just have them just exist over there in some massive skyscraper. One day, certainly, but yeah, not now. I'm not ready for it. So we will keep it simple. Keep it just the one core team, I think. So those of you who are on Core Night, Daddy Loader, Cotton, and Quartz, I'm going to change your team and put you on just Core. So Core Night no longer exists. How do I get rid of a team? Oh, with the disband button down there. That makes sense. I know how to play this game. So we just have Core with 11 people. With these 11 people, we have the 2 artists, which is fine. I've got room for 3. So we could have a 3rd artist. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 programmers, not counting Krug. We've got room for 8, 2, 4, 6, 7. We've got room for 7. So we could have another one day. I'm okay with not filling it out. And then the designers. We have 3, but 2 of them is Krug and Butters who have their own office. So it's going to be just Rez sitting here by themselves. So we should pick up another designer to help out with Rez. As far as design goes, we have a need for any 3D at all and / or networking. So let's try 3D and / or networking. We can probably find somebody, to be honest. Yeah, I'm a little nervous about the compatibility for the team now. I'm not sure. I don't know. Yeah, no, let's begin looking. Okay, there's a few people who are still normal. It's still possible to find normal compatibility. This is a good sign. And hey, somebody who's maybe created 37 to 100. Jeez, who knows? Yeah, okay, not a whole lot going on there. And just to confirm, if I was to look for lead... Oh, look at that. Looking for lead, we've got Gwendolyn Wood. Bad compatibility, unfortunately, but we know exactly what their creativity is. That's a benefit of looking for specifically a lead developer, or designer. You don't have to go through the process. They're also great with games, so we would actually be getting that 88 from there. But with the bad compatibility, and extra upfront cost of hiring, and also a fixed monthly rate regardless of actual hours. They only want to lead design, nothing else. They want a $300,000 car. They get a bonus for their employment is terminated equal to 5 years of pay. Ooh. With fixed rate. Awa. Yeah, no, you are a pain. You are a massive pain. No thanks. We're gonna begin looking for literally anyone else. Like Jody Cunningham seems fine. This is fine. Friend maker, cup holders, a little bit whatever. There's bonus computers in there. It's fine. I don't know if skyscraper really comes into effect currently. Not sure on that. I'm also quite happy with you being 3D and network 3-star and also 1-star of system. So like you still help us a little bit for what we're currently doing, which I appreciate this. You can still be beneficial. You're mostly just there so Rez doesn't live in a closet by himself though, to be honest. So you are hired. And it's kind of fun having a new potential design too. A new, perhaps even better than Butters, or more likely worse. I mean, God, 37 to 100 could be anything. MD Core, welcome. Congratulations. We'll see how you do. I guess I could put you on being a lead developer for contracts, but that feels really cheaty. Like, that feels really cheaty. I feel like I want to actually, like, try to make something with you. Okay, and you only really know 2D and 3D editors, which... Sure, I guess. Okay. So yeah, Raz and an MD core can do that. Cool, nice, excellent. There was also... I want to hire on... a team leader. There we are. Secondary role doesn't matter. Specialization. So the few priorities here, multitasking, I think is mostly for like, they're also good at doing other stuff too. If you have somebody like a Krug. I gave everybody who's got a bit of leadership, I made sure to give them multitasking so they get just a little bit of speed boost for other stuff. I'm not looking for that though. I'm mostly looking for socialization. HR would be kind of cool, but HR can't hold meetings. Automation is something else entirely different. We'll be getting into that later on. So yeah, socialization. That's it. That's fine. That'll work. You've got also this. Improved effectiveness with any task, with development task, with support marketing tasks. It just allows you to do anything, and I don't know if they stack. Boost team compatibility, socialize, and hold meetings. That's what we're after. HR, you can also do complaints and salaries, so I don't have to look at that anymore. Potentially. I think you'd have to be dedicated HR for that, though. Right. Okay. I'm happy enough with that. Seems great. Cassandra Larson. Normal. Super focus. Does that work? Can you be super focused at holding meetings? Please? Sounds great. Improve leadership skills, sunshine, under the weather? Oh god. That's an interesting combination. Sunny days, really cool. Everything else though, actually doomy. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Let's go for that. Audrey Clark. You're hired. Ooh, and boosting team compatibility. Oh god, do we need that? We need that bad. So, leader, you get the cool fancy tie thing. So manage teams. Core. HR management. Am I able to do this? HR, yeah. I don't know. Maybe because you've got technically HR skill. I don't know how that's gonna work. I'm just gonna say no. Just no HR. You don't need it. And then this is not Audrey Clark's. You need to be renamed first. It's Rogue. Congrats, Rogue. Welcome. Naive extrovert. Assigned to Rogue. Rename that to Rogue. Did I do all uppercase? I did do all uppercase. Rogue, then. I like that. I like that a lot. I don't really like how on double doors, though, it's the similar type thing, but like just the one. I wanted to, for funsies, have push-pull, but it's only just like the one door and that's it. It's not like a left door, right door, or something like that. Would be handy. I would like that. So we'll see how they get along with that. What else? What else? What else? Yeah. Also support. We got a lot of just like stuff to do, man. Because we got the 2 overnight marketer teams. Or the 2 marketing, 1 day, 1 night, that's fine. The accountants, that's fine. And support coming in as well. I've moved them to be just with the day with everybody else, 8 to 16. So really everybody's 8 to 16 except the night marketers. Which is, I think, okay. Kind of whatever to me. I'm gonna even bump you up a little bit. We're gonna go like 20 to 4 to make sure you're definitely overnight and we don't have any weird like try hard KPO moments where they're just like kicking down the wall to get to work early for whatever reason. I don't know what KPO was doing there that early. That was weird. I've never had that happen before. Krug's still leaving and KPO is just like taking a break from work to get his coffee. That's wild to me. But another support would be good for the 2 of you. We got room for 4 of them technically, and we are getting quite a lot of tickets and stuff queued up and all that. And if we have like a big breakthrough success thing, having a 3rd service would be great. Just support. But yeah, there's also the law. If you're doing the research to patent stuff, you need lawyers to do that. I think you either need a ton or it just takes a long time regardless. I forget which it is. It's been a while. I haven't bothered with research in a while because that many developers is just, oh god. It's too much to me. And we'll go high support, filter by compatibility, I guess. Actually, no, don't bother. Actually, no, you know what? I got a little bit of money. Let's filter by some compatibility. All right. We don't get a whole lot of choices here because we're not living in the city. So a lot of the folks around here in the town don't have a whole lot of skills. So finding people with great skill is, their age is up there. It's not going to be so easy. We should be hiring some younger folks, truthfully. You know what? In fact, let's do that. Let's hire on somebody who's just medium salary and they can just like train and get good. That's all right. And then we got definitely the 3 stars for service, and I can have them like bleed over into law or something like that. Like, fall for pants is level 3 anyway, though. Yeah, I don't know. Look at all the modest ones. Great. It's excellent. Ideally not stressed because you're going to be queued up with a lot of things. Nervous bladder's not the hugest deal, but the bathroom is on the other side of the building. So cup holder, I think, would be fine. Modest, friend maker, cup holder. Your skills, not great, but it's okay enough. You can still do tickets. Great. Cool. You are just service for support and renamed. Hopefully this is all making some sense to folks who are maybe possibly learning along, watching this, or at least interested in the game, can still kind of start to follow along. That's why I'm trying to do this like a little bit slow, because truthfully you can like pound through this like really quick. It does not take very long once you get used to it, but it is a lot of menus to go through and a lot of buttons to click, and yeah, I don't really want to like leave folks behind too much. Though saying that if you do have any questions regarding this, do feel free to ask. I can possibly answer them. God. Children. Cass and Leva, Miri Meow, Twilight Duck. Jeez. Yeah, kids. More room for Mark. Pretty much everybody's got more room to expand a little bit. I'm not quite ready to fill it out yet. So, how we doing with things? Nothing really needing updating, but we'll throw it up on the docket anyway. We're missing some. Got that sheep, got those sheep. Ah, Race Tycoon. Nothing. Nothing at all, man. Jeez. Maybe tomorrow. It takes like a day for the shifts and teams to sort of sort through and filter out. This should also fix any sort of socialization issues and well, any issues at all whatsoever, really. Also with noise, I tried to be very careful with the noise. Going up there for that coffee, man. They're never going to get to sleep. We're never going to sleep at that rate. Mostly need to see how the canteen goes and how meetings happen. That's the bulk of it. I remember meetings happening usually towards the end of the day, frustratingly. So people like go home and they don't really get much of a boost going. I also remember the meetings taking quite a little while. Peter's going to go get a snack. Oh yeah, I never hired a cook. Right. We should probably do that. Teams arrive. 8 to 16. Yeah, we'll go with just the one cook. See how that goes. 6 to 10. So you show up a little bit early and basically just get breakfast made up. We'll see how that goes. And then the food can just sit on the table. I think the food just sits for basically ever. But it beats using vending machines to eat. Ah, jeez. What even is this? What are you eating? We don't know. It doesn't exist. Your food's gone. You're eating the table. It's terrifying. I don't know what that is. But worry not. You're not gonna have to eat that goop for much longer. The cook will be here tomorrow.